You know, there's an old saying, I'm sure you've heard it, that you can't really understand another person's experiences until you've walked a mile in their shoes. Well, let's take a little hike. Because every 15 seconds, a woman in this country is beaten. Every 15 seconds. Domestic violence is the leading cause of injury for American women ages 15 to 44. In 2006, that's the last year numbers were available, there were more than 8,300 reported cases of domestic violence in Milwaukee County. 260 of them were considered to be life-threatening. 24 of those were fatal. Victims are found across all races, all ages, all income levels. And the impact is far-reaching. It's not the initial victim that only suffers, it's also her family, her friends, and her children. Sexualized violence is an absolute epidemic in this country. Every 90 seconds, a woman is raped in America. Every minute and a half. 1 in 6 American women will become victims of sexual assault sometimes in their life. That means someone you know, someone you care very much about, is likely to be affected. Maybe it's your coworker. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a sister-in-law, a mother, your wife, your daughter. 1 in 6 women.
My name is Jacqueline, and I'm still married, going through a separation right now. And May 6th is when I left the abuse of what was going on between me and my husband. Obviously, our kids witnessed it as well. There are so many different resources out there available for women leaving the abuse. They help you with that, whether you have money to get an apartment or, you know, if you don't have any food to live with, they help you out where you can go to these different places. I don't know if there's a future for me and my husband, but throughout this time, I have to focus on me and my children. And I have to say, through the task force, they have been a great, huge stepping stone in our lives and helping us get to where we are now. And I feel safe, and I feel as if I have a lot of support with them and their company. I think my voice has been heard throughout this process of going to the support groups at this organization with the task force. It's given me a voice that people accept what I'm saying. They don't deny my feelings. I wouldn't be where I am right now. Where I am now is peace. I have stability. I'm able to walk on my own 2 feet. With the help of our Lord, but also with the help of knowing that there's so many others that are there rooting for us and our children to make it okay. So I am very humbled and I'm very thankful to the task force because they definitely have been a strong foundation for me and my family.
Be a sponsor of Milwaukee's Walk a Mile, presented by Verizon Wireless. It's critical to open up communication about sexual and domestic violence in our community. Walk a Mile is a unique, shall I say, light-hearted approach to get the community talking about the epidemic that is affecting all of our lives, even if we don't want to admit it. This event informs the community that services are available through places like the Sojourner Truth House, the Task Force on Family Violence, and Jewish Family Services. Those 3 agencies provide safety and guidance and shelter for literally thousands of abuse victims and their families throughout Milwaukee County. The Walk a Mile goal is to inform and educate the community of the valuable contributions that men can make to stop domestic violence and sexual assault. Another goal is to raise funds for these agencies that I've told you directly help the women and children involved. Show Milwaukee that your company can walk the walk by joining us as a sponsor or by inviting your employees to take part in this unique event where men have an opportunity to truly walk a mile in women's shoes. And I mean that literally, guys. We're talking flats, pumps, heels. Are you man enough? Prove it. Women and children are invited to walk as well. We'd love to see them. But guys, we need you to make a statement. Come out and walk. Last year, this event raised more than $50,000. That money went to directly help abuse victims. And this year, we'd like you to help us reach our goals and become a sponsor. How do you do that? Well, sponsorships start as low as $500. You can help us make a real difference, help heal the lives affected by violence, and help mend this community. After all, you can't really understand what a person has been through until you walk a mile in their shoes.
Well, Walk a Mile in My Shoes would be a great process of understanding what women go through and just getting up close and personal with victims of domestic abuse. I think it would be very important to understand that you may be the lady in a grocery store or the lady in front of you in her car. You just never know who's going through domestic abuse, who's suffering with it. It's not just about race, nationality, any of those things, but just about the abuse and how widespread it is becoming. And I think because of the organization, it's definitely helped me. And it would be great to have proceeds funding them because it will continue to help other families in need. And I always thought